Hello Aries, let's get right to it. This is your weekly reading for the week of November 14th, 15th through the 21st. I'm Dom, Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Let's get to it. I shuffled the cards earlier, but I feel compelled to shuffle them a bit more. Don't forget, whatever doesn't resonate with you, leave it behind. And while you're at it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and follow, and comment. Let's see what Spirit has in store for you this week. What a wonderful card. Your week starts off very well. That's a 10 of Cups, one of the finer cards in the deck, in my opinion. Next, followed by the King of Wands, then the High Priestess, and the Ace of Cups. Underneath that, we have the Four of Swords, the Temperance card, the Two of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. Now, am I surprised that we have an ace here and an ace here? Can't be. And why is that? Very, very simply put. In tarot, as the cards progress, okay, the minor arcana, which are everything except in this case, like the High Priestess and the Temperance card, are what's called major arcana. There are 22 of those cards, and the rest are 56 others are the minor arcana. And as the arcana is set up, the minor arcana is set up, it's like a life duration. And so when you look at the duration, you look at the progress at which one lives, you look at the fact that first we start with an ace, and then we conclude a cycle with a 10. So here we see that as we come into this week, we are concluding something. We are bringing something to a closure. We're bringing something to an end. Something is coming to an end. A cycle is coming to an end. And if that cycle is coming to an end, then there has to be a beginning. It makes good sense, right? If there's an ending, there's a beginning. If there's a beginning, there's an ending. So anyway, that's kind of the way it works. And when we start here, we see this 10 of Cups. Again, things have come together for you. Things have been working well for you emotionally. Okay, because when you talk about the cups, you're talking about emotions and feelings and love and all these things. And so things have been coming together for you. You're doing very well in that regard. The one thing they're suggesting here is you could use a little more sleep, but the point is one of your cycles is coming to a conclusion. You've put all the pieces together. You went through something, you overcome it, now you're feeling good about it, and again, you need a little more sleep though. You need to reinvigorate your body. Again, healthcare, think about it, body care, healthcare, take care of your vessel. Anyway, so this is kind of closing off that chapter. This is closing off that cycle, closing off that whatever the situation is. The King of Wands is here, and so what the King of Wands is saying that this is probably a job issue, a job situation, a job, again, but it could be, the other thing about it is an entrepreneurial spirit, because when it's the Wands and the King, it's telling you that this could be an entrepreneurial situation. So as you close this off, you may be going into an entrepreneurial situation. You may be looking at doing something on your own, maybe starting your own job, starting your own company, doing a sideline hustle, doing something to move forward with in complement of what you're doing already. Again, this is the entrepreneur. And so this is not the King of Swords would be that businessman. A businessman with the King of Swords is a guy who can continue to grow the business, but the King of Wands is the guy who can start a business, make it happen, and then build it, which is wonderful. Now, as you move forward, it's interesting because, again, the High Priestess is here. So this is something that's part of your path. You're finding your way back to your path. You kind of get off track a little bit. You were comfortable, you were happy, those kind of things, but you're off on a little bit on your path. And so this is going to take you to your path. Now, when you look down here and you see the Temperance card, the Temperance card is indicating that this is that time to take time out, patience. So sleep, relax, rejuvenate. Again, repair your vessel. Make sure your vessel is healthy, because apparently, again, your body's a bit worn down. And even if you're feeling well, even if you're thinking well and you're emotionally happy, that doesn't mean that your body physically is. So you need to think about what you need to do to help to rejuvenate your body. How can you improve your physical body? And that's something to consider. You need to find balance. That's the key to this. Again, is finding that balance. The balance between work and home, relationships and obligations, finances and spending. Again, there's finding a balance here. This is all about balance. And balance is, again, also part of the body care. So this is, in essence, the body care. Now, it's interesting here because now we have an idea. This is the aces here. The aces are here. They're telling you by the end of the week, there's going to be an idea, a concept, a growth, and a possibility. And with that, you're going to start the planning. The 2 is a planning. The aces are the beginning, the thought, the concept, the idea. And then you have the 2s, and 2s are like, okay, let's start planning something. And then the 3s are let's get to it. Let's start moving. So right now, this cycle is coming to an end. It's time for a new cycle, a new idea, a new concept, a new product. Could be a new project. It could be a new position. It could be a lateral position. It could be a new position in the same company or even a different company. There's all kinds of possibilities here. But this one's going to give you more fulfillment. Again, you're fulfilled as it is, but you're looking for something more. There's something more. And more importantly, it's going to work your mind. You're feeling like maybe this opportunity is not using your mind as well as you used to. Again, because maybe you've done it for so long now that it's a very procedural thing, and so it's not as new and fresh anymore. And you're looking for something fresh, which is interesting here. As also, I see the High Priestess again. The High Priestess is telling you that don't forget to look at the inobvious, the not obvious, the unobvious. I'm not exactly sure which way to say that, but most importantly, when you see it. Because the High Priestess is indicating that there is something there, but it's not going to be immediately seeable, not going to be immediately attainable. It's not going to immediately be... Excuse me, I am so sorry. My goodness, I apologize. Lord have mercy. And my microphone. I even sneezed my microphone off. Now, that's pretty darn bad. Okay, it's back on. Hopefully you can still hear me. Wow, I think cobwebs are now shaking out of there. We're good. So anyway, where I'm headed with this is that once this cycle ends this week, and it's gonna end the beginning of the week, and you're gonna look at your opportunities, you need to again look deeper, look at things that are kind of not obvious, things that are, and even maybe you think aren't attainable. Again, because again, it could even be that things that you believe are beyond your reach, beyond your approach. Because this is telling me that you can do this. You can reach. You can ask for the stars. You can go out there and grab it. The High Priestess is like, don't sit in the confines. Move forward. Tell the world that it's time for them to let you move forward. For them to recognize that you can do more than you're doing. So when I see that card, that's what I'm thinking about. But most importantly, again, you've already started the planning. You've already started thinking about it. The thought is there. The idea is there. It's planted. Now you just got to put some flesh and bones around it. That's the planning part. So that is what's going to be happening this week as well. Again, starting with the ending of a cycle. Take care of your body. Keep your body healthy. Give it some sleep. You're a bit worn out. You're a little bit tired. And it could be emotionally tired because of the emotions that are here, not so much physical. Yes. Let's see what else we have. Let's get some clarifiers. Let's get a clarifier on these ideas. 9 of Cups. Yes, again, it's back to something that's going to make you happy. Make sure that this new opportunity is going to fulfill you. It's going to make you happy. It's going to give you this sense of pride, sense of development, sense of accomplishment, sense of acknowledgement that you matter, that your voice matters, that your work matters. Again, that's the important thing about the opportunity. So it's not just the job. It's not just money. The money is not going to be the key to this. The key to this one is this job going to fulfill you? Is it going to make you happy? Is it going to make you proud of yourself? Okay, let's look at the planning. The planning here. The planning is saying that change. Yep, the planning is saying that there's change coming. You're not going to be the same person by the end of the week, and mostly, but definitely by the end of the month, you will not be the same person. That things again are going to change in your life. There's going to be change if you open yourself up to it. Now, again, you may not open yourself up to it. You may believe that I'm not ready for this. This is not what I want. That's not a bad thing. That really isn't a bad thing. So feel comfortable that if that's what happens in your world, accept it, move on with it, and be comfortable with the fact that you're not ready. But I'm telling you that it's coming your way. So you have your options, you have your choices. The 8 of Pentacles. Again, it's going to bring you the money you're looking for as well. And it's interesting because when you see the 8 of Pentacles, the other thing the 8 of Pentacles is saying, Pentacles is about money, but the one thing that this is saying is that you've apprenticed, you've put the work in, put the effort in, and you've studied, and you know, again, what you're doing. People may not believe in you in some things, but you can convince them that you know, because you have the knowledge, you have the experience, you have the work. So even if you can't fill a title because of 1 or 2 items, that doesn't mean you won't be considered. Again, if you're looking for a promotion, looking for an advancement, and you think, oh, that job's out of my reach, well, not in these days. In these days, again, you have the experience, you have the knowledge, you have the know-how, and you have the will. You want to work. So take a leap of faith. Believe in yourself. Force others to acknowledge you, and then help them to understand how they can also believe in you. This is a wonderful reading. Coming over here, we have the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands is quite an interesting card in relations to this, because again, the 7 of Wands, as cards fly everywhere, the 7 of Wands is telling us that when you see the 7 of Wands, that this is again, a work situation. There was some conflict, there was whatever, but you're going to overcome it. You're overcoming it again. You're moving forward, and that's again the end of the cycle. So again, it was kind of like a situation that just wasn't quite right, and so it's coming to an end. That ending is going to open up a new line for you, and that is a wonderful thing. Let's take a little peek, one more little peek, and that is with the Archangel Gabriel deck. I love this deck, especially when it comes to career, business opportunities, logical thinking itself, and those things. This deck really seems to give us some good insight. Let's look at the insight on how we're moving forward. Inspiration. Yes, inspiration makes very good sense. Again, the ideas are here. You have the ideas. Something has inspired you. Something gave you the whatever it is. They planted the seed for you to see which way to go, and you're like, wow, I think this is going to be cool. I think I can do this. I think I should do this. I think that this is possible. Again, if it's a new opportunity, again, which King of Wands tells me it possibly is, then you can. It's something inspired you to do it. Something finally inspired you to start your own company, start your own business, create your own product, whatever it might be. Do your own side hustle. Do a nightly hustle while you're still working your day job. The other thing could be, again, an opportunity came up at your job. Maybe you have been an employee working for somebody else for so long, and you're like, you know what, they just left, it's my time. I know how to do their job. I've done their job for them sometimes because they weren't there to do it themselves from time to time, or whatever the story is. So again, inspiration, something's going to inspire you to do it. So again, if it's that situation, somebody's leaving and you need to step up and say, it's my turn to take that opportunity. The detox time is, again, you believing in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. So you have to take the time. You have to detoxify yourself in this fake thinking of I can't, I don't know, and I sound like I'm too braggy. Forget that. Brag all you want. If you don't brag on yourself, no one else will. This is a time to do it. I don't usually tell everybody to brag, but this is a time where you do need to brag on yourself, because you have the experience, you have the knowledge, you have the know-how. Now put it to work to your advantage. And then write down before you have meetings with anybody. Write down specific points, things that must be, should be, will be, and would be discussed in those meetings. Therefore, you know that when you left, you've clicked off all the boxes. So again, make sure you're prepared for your meetings. Make sure you're prepared. And if you want to show people that you're moving forward, preparedness is one of the things. If you look scattered, they're like, yeah, right, that's not a good look, So again, preparation is important. And then let go of the beliefs that I told you about before, the beliefs that you believe maybe you're not good enough, you don't measure up to whoever's standard, maybe you don't know the information. You do, and you can measure up. You will measure up. Look at that card. Let go. The thing I call is let go, let God. Let go, let God. Let him handle that stuff. Let him handle the deals that you think, okay, I can't do it. Let him handle that doubt. You don't need it. You take that doubt, give it to him, let him handle it. He's good at that. And then you just deal with the facts of what you can do, what you're willing to do, what you're capable, able, and ready to do. And your new employer will see that. Your new employer, your employer presently, if you're moving up. But more importantly, again, if you're moving forward with a product or an opportunity, once you get out there and tell people what you're doing, once you tell them how you're doing it and why you're different than everybody else, they're going to buy it. They're going to buy into it. Why? Because, again, you let go of your own self-doubt, and now you believe. With that said, I'm going to let you go. I hope this resonates with you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow, and comment on the social media platforms. I'm Dom with Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Thank you much. Have a great week. You'll see me next week with another round of readings. Take care. Bye-bye.